This market has incredible growth potential and lots of companies are trying to see how it can fit into their strategy. What questions and concerns do they currently have in terms of how they might buy into this?
We find there are two key concerns when it comes to adopting cloud technologies within any organisation, and we see this across our customers and across market analysis and vendor research. The two biggest challenges are around security of data and around performance of applications. Now, businesses are very concerned about taking their critical applications and their key workloads and putting those into a cloud infrastructure. They're not convinced that it will perform as well as it would do in a physical environment or in their own data centers under their own control. And what we've seen, certainly in the last few years, is a growth of confidence around that. The technology's moved on leaps and bounds, as have the products and services that support those technologies. So there's clear confidence growing in the market space that business critical applications can be run in cloud environments. Now, on the security side of things, there's a lot more process and control that needs to be put in place.
Yeah, from a security point of view, customers are concerned about where their data is going to reside and how it's going to be protected. When it's sat in their own computer room, they can see it, they can feel it, they can touch it. The fact that it's no more secure there than it might be sat on a cloud platform is beside the point. They feel, because they can physically see it, that it has to be better protected. In reality, there's a whole raft of things going on around cloud and standards that are driving the answers to those security questions. ISO 27001, the security standard, things like the Cloud Industry Forum and its code of practice, and a whole range of other initiatives are putting in place the building blocks that mean that customers can be confident that cloud-based services are secure and the data is protected. But it is the key concern that customers will have, and quite rightly so. Their data is what's critical to them, and what they need to do when they're looking at migrating to cloud is to assess that data, what's important, what's critical, and how do they protect that. And in fact, cloud service providers can probably do that better than they can do internally because of the breadth of skills that we would have from a security point of view.
So what are customers saying to you about the importance of having their data held in UK data centres?
It's critical to many businesses that their data is held in the UK. Many are covered by legal frameworks that say they can't hold data outside of even England and Wales, forget about the UK as a whole. But most businesses would want their data stored under UK legal jurisdiction. The concern that they have to have in terms of cloud-based services is if they are based overseas, covered by European or US laws, then that it's outside of that legal framework. And particularly in America, there's things like the Patriot Act in terms of access to data from government bodies that they really need to be aware of. It's a critical factor for businesses in making a decision about what data they store where.
It's important to note that not all cloud services are built equally. What can you tell me about the different platforms that customers can buy into?
There are three primary methods by which the cloud can be delivered, and I think most people are familiar with the terms by now. There's a public cloud, a private cloud, and a hybrid option. Now, public cloud is typically delivered over the internet, and it's a shared infrastructure resource, and typically these services don't come with any SLA. So you'll see people like Amazon and Google offering these types of services, and they very much have a space for many businesses. Private cloud offerings are very much held within a dedicated data center or within a customer's own infrastructure, and this is very much a dedicated resource for that customer, and so everything's isolated. There's a lot of security, but the trade-off there perhaps can be around flexibility and cost. Now, a hybrid model looks to join both of those together. It looks to give you the security of flexibility, if you like, of a dedicated cloud environment, but give you that nice burst capability into public areas. Now, there are some very key concerns here as well, and what we have to be careful is who we partner with when we choose to use that hybrid model, because we do have a very secure, dedicated environment, and we're choosing to put some of that workload into the public cloud.